Hello guys, welcome to this video. It's your host, Mr.BadMan, and in this video I'm going to show you guys one of the fastest ways to farm TP medals in Xenoverse 2. As we all know, TP medals are commonly used in a TP medal shop where you can buy overpowered skills such as Emperor's Death Beam and the most damage attack in the entire game, Final Explosion. But there are a lot of cool clothing which you can only buy with TP medals. This method doesn't require any DLC, so anyone who bought the game can do this method. I would like to mention that this method requires that you completed all expert missions up to mission 16 Realm of the Gods Vegeta. So this video will also show the best skill set for the expert missions. So here are the skills I would recommend you guys to use for this method. I will show you how to get each one of them. You can get Rise to Action by completing the first trainer mission of Krillin. This skill replenishes 2 bars of stamina for 1 bar of ki. This will be essential because the skill set will revolve around stamina. You can get maximum charge by completing Advancement Quest number 5. This skill is a basic ki charge that you have to use at the beginning of the mission. You can use better or worse charges, but this is the best free to play one. Sadly, you can only get Big Bang Kamehameha by buying it in the TP medal shop for 30 medals. By the time you can access this method, you will probably have the amount necessary, but if you don't want to spend it or it's not in the shop, I have an alternative for you. This being the Bending Kamehameha, which you can buy at the skill shop for a small amount of Zenny. And for a final super skill, we have Fighting Pose F, which you can get by completing the first training mission of Captain Ginyu. What this does eventually is instead of your HP depleting when damaged, it will deplete your stamina instead. This, with the combination of Rise to Action, will technically give you infinite HP as long as you keep spamming it. This will help greatly later with our super sword that I will be showing you a little bit later in the video. For our first ultimate, I would recommend an Energy Zone, which you can buy in the skill shop for a hefty price of 100,000 Zenny. This skill will create a zone of energy to no one's surprise that will heal you and any one of your teammates that enters the zone. This skill is very good for panic situations because the boss AI has room temperature IQ, so it's unable to stamina break you through the barrier unless it's an ultimate. The final ultimate, Super Spirit Bomb, is acquired by completing Expert Mission 16, so you don't have to worry about your luck because you will be grinding this mission. Essentially, this will be your main damage dealer. For a Woken skill, I would recommend either Super Vegeta or Super Saiyan Blue Evolved. You can get Super Vegeta by getting to level 60 and doing the final training with the Prince of All Foreheads, after acquiring Super Saiyan. You can get Super Saiyan Blue Evolved by reaching level 95 and talking to Wiz. Note that you have to unlock Super Saiyan God and Blue to unlock Evolved. For non-Saiyan characters, I would recommend Beast or the Golden Transformation for the Frieza race characters. I will make a guide on how to unlock all the Awoken skills eventually when I get to it. Now back to the video. The difference between Super Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue Evolve is how well you can manage your ki. Super Saiyan Blue Evolve does more damage, but it consumes a lot of ki, meaning that you have to manage it even more, which if done badly will lead to death. But if you cannot do that, you should use Super Vegeta like me. But this is all up to preference. For all I care, you can use Kaioken if you want. For evasive skill, it doesn't really matter what you choose. You should choose a long one though, for more iframes, but it really doesn't matter. For this video, I will use Punisher Guard, because I think it's the best. Now for the literal soul of this build, the Super Soul, which is the Elder Kai's soul. Which, when an Awoken skill like Super Vegeta and a reinforcement skill like Fighting Pose F is activated, you and everyone else gets health regen. It also shortens revive time, which is neat. This helps tremendously, because if an ally is down, all the bots simultaneously will go revive the dead guy, leaving the boss to kill them all at once with an ultimate. So with this Super Soul you can avoid that. Sadly, you will need a bit of luck because the only way to get this, according to my knowledge, is through the Red Boo Kids. To turn them red, all you got to do is feed them until a pop-up will appear with a choice. Choose the Calm Down option. This will recolor them, and when they are red, you can feed them until they give you this super soul. The cheapest way is to keep feeding them water, because all the food will cause the same thing for the kids. Maybe there is another way of getting the super soul, but I don't know that. So if you do, then you can correct me in the comments. A good QQ bank will come handy, but it's not necessary. It will only speed up the process. With this method, you can farm 320 TP medals per hour. All you have to do is repeat Expert Mission 16 and do it under 5 minutes. With this method, you can get your dream Android 18 and video skins under 3 hours. In the end of this video, I will show you how to optimally complete the mission. I hope that at least I helped one person with this video. So if it did, please subscribe, because I would like to build a small community of various game fans. This is my first attempt at a tutorial video, so I hope it was useful. It was me, Mr.BadMan. Until the next time. See ya!
What a monster! You've reached a level any sane would dream of!